Welcome to your inspirational astrology weekend forecast for the weekend of October 12th, 13th, and 14th, 2012. I'm Astrologer David Palmer, here to illuminate the collective consciousness. Well, we are getting out of the jacuzzi this weekend. I've been saying this for the last couple weeks that ever since the big changes that have happened astrologically, we've been all thrown into this little swirling cuspy spot. That's because Saturn is at 0 degree Scorpio. We're just coming in to the new transformation in our life. We have been feeling this intense change, yet the universe kind of threw us in this whirlpool here to get ready, and this weekend we come out of the jacuzzi. We have a new moon early on Monday morning, and I will talk about this, but let's go into Friday. Friday we do have the moon in Virgo still. It is going to conjunct Venus. It's going to square Pluto. You know what? We have to take a deep look at our lifestyle right now. See if our lives right now are full of balance and harmony. There's a lot of details to cover. There's a lot of organizing that we're emotionally ready for. And as we tap into this Venus energy on Friday, this can feel very warm. Yet our minds are going to be processing this warmness. Are we ready to serve ourselves better? Are we really happy with our life? Do we feel the warmth in our life? And we do tap into this. And this is a place where I guarantee you there will be a lot of questions. But that is because the moon will square Jupiter, which is starting to square this spot, which is us questioning, which is us looking at the truth, which is also making sure that our optimism, our attitudes are in the right place and that we're communicating in the right way. You know, in order for our lifestyles to be in the right place, we must keep that attitude in the right place, and we must also go deep down. Remember, all this Scorpio energy, especially with our heads right now, is going deep. It is this investigator, this detective, making sure that our attitude is happy exactly with this lifestyle. This is a very interesting place. As we're looking for truth, as we're looking at our lives, and as we're deeply, intensely going, where not many people go, we're digging down to the graves in our life to make sure we're happy with that place we're at, making sure there isn't any old, stuff that we need to get rid of. This is a transforming time. So Friday, don't let your mind take over. There's so much mental energy with the square, and our emotions are going to go through a little bit of a Humpty Dumpty over this weekend, because then the moon is going to still stay in Virgo but go into Libra over the weekend. And as it does go into Libra, it is going to oppose good old Uranus and square Pluto. This is that Pluto-Uranus square, which has been this tense place in our life of us really, a shake-up, really. Our lives are being shooken up right now to make sure that we let go of an old part of our life. We let go of, that control aspect of those old rules, that old system that really isn't working, and we are shaking ourselves up to reinvent ourselves. Now, as the moon goes into Libra over the weekend, we do become emotional over this place of balance, this harmony that we have been so hard working for. We've been putting 2.5, 3 years into really getting our lives back into a place of balance, back into a place of harmony. This also goes with our relationships as well. And we're very emotional about this weekend. We're ready to transform, and we're ready for action. That is because Mars in Sagittarius is now broken off of Neptune, and guess what? It is trining Uranus through the weekend, and especially coming into next week, which is this exciting energy, ready for experience, ready to look at our lives and blast it off, and really tap into this Uranus reinvention electric energy. This is the supercharger getting ready to pound us here with all this Scorpio energy, with all this Sagittarius and all this Aries. This is this other part of our lives that's ready to go. There's this other part, though, that is really making sure that we're ready to go, making sure the details are right, making sure that we are answering the questions we want to answer, making sure our head's in the right place, making sure that we do trust. One thing about all this energy over the weekend with Mercury in here and with Saturn moving from 0 to 1 degrees is we are really going to start looking at trust. We are really going to start looking at boundaries, making sure that we trust ourselves, making sure we can receive from the universe, making sure that we have dug through our deep stuff. This is going to be a deep couple years here with Saturn. And we come out of the jacuzzi, and it's going to feel a lot like when you come out of the jacuzzi and you were happy, but then you got so hot you were tired of it and the bubbles turned off and you were like, okay, you get out and oh my gosh, now you need a towel and it's freaking cold out here. That's going to be kind of that feeling, because We're so amped up, ready to go. Yet at the same time, there is this deep, intense part of us that is like unsure of exactly where to go. A lot of questions, a lot of details that we want answered. And we are looking heavily into our lifestyles, especially Friday, Saturday. But Sunday, don't let the bumps get you. Remember, we are all being shooken up right now. We are all making sure that we're stepping into this new life right now. We are making sure that we come into this unique self. You know, if unexpected things happen, come from a place of peace. That is because Neptune and Saturn have still been in this really nice trine right now, which is this great opportunity for us to tap into our spiritual self and be responsible and to really look at truth. And this is this very underlying spiritual energy which is making us come from a place of compassion. And yet our emotions get really riled up, especially with all this opposing Uranus, squaring Pluto on Saturday, Sunday, where we are getting prepped for this new moon. But the really good news here is by early Monday morning, late Sunday night, we are dried off and we are walking into the new parts of our life. And Monday morning is very critical for you to really emotionally attach and get in deep with your awareness of this peace and harmony that you want in your life. So check it out, you know. Make sure that you're looking at your lifestyle. This is where we feel warm. What kind of life makes you feel warm? Where is a place of peace in your life? And send that out to the universe, because the universe is ready to rocket launch us into this place. You know, Libra is such a beautiful place. There is a heaven waiting for us, and there's a heaven for us all the time. Yet, it's almost that we have been working to make heaven better in our lives. We are working to build alliances that make us feel better, that are our true connections. And we look at this and we send this out early Monday morning. But before we get there, you know what? Going through these emotional hurdles, going through this shakeup that we've been going through, it can be a little, trying to figure it out. But just know and come from a place of going with the flow, accepting, and you know what? Because we do have to get out of the jacuzzi, that means we are able to now go where we really want to go. So if there is a little bit of tension emotionally this weekend, it's all good because we are coming into a wonderful new place. And you know what? Our minds are intensely ready for this. Our minds in Scorpio are ready for change. And this is really good because Jupiter has been really going retrograde now, really going deep inside and processing so much information, processing our attitude, and really going into a deep reflection as if our attitude is in the right place. Making sure our attitude, of course, is on the right page with feeling warm, with feeling in the lifestyle we want. And it is an attitude adjustment. It is a mental adjustment. And we are emotionally going to be on a really amazing ride next week, coming into this new place of peace, getting ready for transformation, and of course, getting ready for this really electric energy, which we haven't had, by the way, for over a year. It has been a long time since Mars and Uranus met in a nice harmonious trine. Mars got battered down really hard there about 9 months ago. And it went through Virgo, and we've been about 9 months now since we've had this electric energy. And Mars was slowing down then, so I got to be real with you. It's been a long time since we are ready to really go where the adventure is in our life and really get ready for this extreme change and get out of the cusp. We are leaving the cusp this weekend, and by Monday, when I come back, we are ready to blast off. Hope you guys check out my website. I've got my new Saturn and Scorpio MP3s. Also for this weekend, I'm doing it this weekend only. I'm doing my 30-minute sessions. If you want a 30-minute one-on-one reading from me on a big discount just for this weekend to get you through, ready for the new moon. So check it out at david-palmer.com. Sale ends Monday morning, and I'll see you guys for that new moon on Monday. Have a great weekend. I'll see you then.